nicer, right?
Yeah, I think, well, for sure, definitely lost a tough one against the Nationals and had a chance to win that series. It's nice to see us come back and sweep. It's not easy to sweep in the big leagues. As you can see today was a battle, and you could tell it was going to come down to one big play or one big hit, and fortunately we were able to put those at-bats together late and get the win. But Kevin Slowey did a great job. Thought he pitched really well, kept us in the game, and really everybody kind of followed suit. Kevin Arrow looked good. Ken Jennings got in a jam, but Marvel came in and picked him up, and that's what veterans do, and it was good to see guys go out there and compete, and fun to get a sweep.
Did you know even before you went out there to?
Yeah, I jumped up there pretty quick. I actually jumped up there so fast that I actually had to look back to Lear to tell him to call Pat. So, I mean, just by looking at it initially, I thought, hey, he looks safe to me. But at the same time, too, you got to go through the process, and then I realized, hey, now I got to slow this thing down, make sure they get enough time to look at it, just in case maybe his foot slid over the top of it. Who knows? But they got it right.
So I'm just guessing you guys probably like the replay rules, new replay rules after this series.
Yeah, I think it's worked out well for us over the last couple of games, that's for sure.
Seattle really pitched around Stanton the whole weekend. It backfired on him.
Yeah, well, hey, you run the that's what you run the risk sometimes of putting guys on base that the guys behind them are going to get the job done, and that's what we've talked. And I know that every time they walk a guy, that fires up our guys behind them because they want to make them pay and want to do some damage, and it's that's part of the game. Is every team has probably that one guy on there that you don't want to have beat them, and Stan's definitely our big power threat, and but at the same time too, the more times he's on base, you still like your chances of getting a big hit. We did that today.
The play by Hedge there in the ninth.
Oh, it's game saver, and that's the kind of play right there that isn't going to show up tomorrow on the box score, and they're not going to talk about that play on ESPN probably. Everybody that was here in the ballpark today or watching on TV, you saw that play and realized how big it was. That's why I feel like that guy's the best shortstop in the league. Glad he's on our team. That was a huge play. Saved a run, saved a base runner, and not a lot of guys make that play.
Red, just a question. After games or series, does Major League Baseball debrief you guys on plays that were reviewed? And I know it's a big play in the game where Yelich slides in, but after a replay, it was clear that he was safe, and it still took 2 minutes and 20 seconds to get that call right. Do you guys ever find out, like what took them so long? What were they looking at as we kind of get it?
No, we don't get a breakdown of what exactly or the communication. What we do is we did after the first couple of weeks, we got a breakdown kind of the plays that were reviewed and the outcome of the plays that were reviewed. And but as far as what specifically they were looking at, I mean, with a play like that, I mean, obviously they were looking at whether his foot touched the plate, and that didn't slide over the top. So it was a play like that for me is pretty cut and dry.
Were you getting pretty nervous as the time started ticking there? I mean, a minute 32 minutes.
Well, I mean, of course, anytime it takes a long time. You think you're right and you hope you're right, but you never know. I mean, but I felt like that was a play that was going to go our way.
Red, what about the at-bat by Yelich? He's over 3 at that time, 2 strikeouts, lefty reliever, and he takes it the opposite.
Well, his bat's been great, and he really has swung the bat well for us, and it just, like I said, he never panics. It doesn't matter if it's a lefty or righty, and I know he's feeling good right now at the plate, but that was a big. We needed something. We didn't have a whole lot going on to that point, and he sparked us and got that big hit, and
Fred, how tough did those shadows look as the game went on there?
I didn't hear guys complain though, so I don't know. You'd probably have to ask them. But anytime shadows come over the infield, makes it tough for hitters. But at the same time too, we mounted our rally with the shadows, so maybe we're shadow friendly.
But back to within a game of 500 though. You guys haven't won on the road yet. Back to a game within 500, and at least opponents all week. A little bit of added importance. They're just gonna.
Well, I think we just got to keep going. We're going with our approach, and like I said, we lost a tough series against the Nationals, but when we bounced back, we won 3 in a row. And we talked with the guys about having just a consistent plan, and we feel like we have that, and we're going to go on the road feeling good, and we'll go get the Braves and see what we can do. It's another big test, and try and win as many of these games as we can.